Well, the first time I saw bioluminescence was in the Navy.
Me too. I thought that shit wasn't real.
Yeah, I thought it was movie shit. And then,
no, I was just like, I thought the sailors were fucking with me.
Yeah.
Because they knew it was something else, and I'm like, that's glowing flying fish.
Yeah.
And the fish that come out of the water,
Yeah.
all the time, everywhere, all the time, everywhere. And I was like, how come I've never seen that?
Right.
And how come no one's ever told me?
Yeah,
what the fuck is going on?
It needs to be in way more movies.
Not only that, and then you look over the side of the ship and you're like, what was that?
Yeah.
I ain't ever seen that, and it was big, bro. Yeah. Fucking hits the ship.
Yeah.
This is 20 leagues under the sea, bro.
I was standing on the lookout.
There is shit out there I still can't explain. At night, especially. And you see this shit, you're like, I'm not telling anybody about that.
Remember we drove through a bunch of white foam. Calm seas, we were coming up with a periscope, so you don't really have advantage. You're just straight a couple feet off the surface, and it's just white shit.
Yeah.
And the officer deck's like, we got some kind of, we don't know what it was.
Disgusting, man.
They thought it was a whale at first.
Smells like a fart.
They thought it was a dead whale carcass as we were coming up on it, and as we went through it, it's just 50 yards of white sea foam. I was like,
50 yards?
Like, who made that mess?
50 yards up. A mile fucking wide, dude.
The bioluminescence was probably the coolest thing I'd ever seen. You can see the whole galaxy. The whole sky is clear. And you're driving through this blue shit, and the propeller just stirs it up.
Oh, it's algae. I saw that in Jamaica, but you're talking 20 years after the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And then they take you out, you pay for this, it's a tour. And you get in this disgustingly, probably amoeba-ridden, fucking brain-eating amoeba-ridden mud. And you get in there and you move your arms, and it gets all the bioluminescence. Yeah. And then I read later, it's absolutely terrible for you. It's toxic. Yeah. Like it's like, well, I think I took a shower after that. And just go get in the pool, the chlorine, which kills everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll see some wild shit out when you're out to sea, man. And it's just kind of amazing. It's like, for a guy like me that grew up in the country, you might as well be going to outer space, man. I've never seen anything like that.
It feels
every
just as
direction you look, there's nothing. And it can kind of take your breath away when it just goes to the curvature of the earth. And there is nothing, not even another ship in sight. You're like, if you look at the map, you can see ships everywhere. But I don't see a goddamn thing. That's because it's that big.
When you go over and look at, obviously there's different charts that are more zoomed in and more out. When you go over the quartermaster, and he's got the pencil-sized eraser of a spot. I was like, that's where we are.
That's your area of operation.
And you're like, it looks way farther than that. It's like, that's where we are. One line, a pencil line. He goes, that's a mile wide.
It's a mile wide. Yeah, exactly.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah, the scale of it always blew my mind. And then we would pull into different ports, and everything is just absolutely massive. And I used to like when they would drop down they would do swim call in the Mediterranean, and because I was on the LSD, Land Sport Tech, they blow ballast and sink the back of the ship. And when that deck goes down, they put a net up. And that's when you realize how unbelievably beautifully clear and blue the water is. It's gorgeous. But then if you look down, it just gets darker and darker blue, and you're like, it just creeps me out. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm just like, nope. Zero. Not going over that, because that is the abyss.
We were going to Guam, and we had a swim call.
And then one guy told me we were going across the Atlantic. He goes, it's 5 miles straight down, because we were near the Mariana.
Yes, that's where we were. We did a quick swim call right off the coast of Guam. It's just
black.
We were waiting to get into Guam. Yeah, and it was but the water so clear. I remember I wanted a whole picture of the submarine.
Gorgeous.
I had this waterproof camera that I brought. I was like, we're going to do a swim call eventually, and this
shocker, mine got stolen. Was introduced to thievery in the Marine Corps.
I swam all the way out. I was like, I'm going to try to get a whole picture of the sub under the fucking water.
That'd be badass.
Yeah. And I couldn't get out far enough. The guy with the machine gun was like, oh, you're going too far. I can't kill sharks that far out. And you're like, yeah. So I took some pictures.
I got to do that one time. You're sitting up there.
Yeah.
And you get to shoot, and I'm like, come on. Nothing?
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, maybe I just pop off around anyway and say I saw something. But there's like 8 other people, and be like, I didn't see anything. I'm definitely getting charged, right?
But you can see 60 yards through the water. That's how clear it is.
So I was just elated to see that.
Yeah.
And you can see but no life. Just clear, beautiful water. Every now and then you might see something.
Yeah.
But then you have to be near something. It's just the most massive desert you've ever seen that's full of water that you will definitely die in within a couple hours if you didn't have support.
Yeah, it goes from beauty to
terror.
A death sentence.
Just fucking terror. Very scary and powerful stuff. I guess my point is I never felt that really brought me into check on the planet I live on. And I've only heard something similar from I think it would be really cool if you ever see interviews with astronauts. They all say the same thing, how their view of the world completely changes when you're 200 miles above the Earth.
That's what I was going to compare
and you're looking at it. But I felt the same way.
Well, when you're looking down,
I've never seen anything so massive.
You get the sun rays that are shooting down, and that gives you a sense of depth perception where otherwise you wouldn't, and that's what freaks you out.
Because
that's way fucking down there.
Because you know that sun light penetrates to what, 1,000 feet or more?
Yeah, and this water is crystal clear,
and you can't see shit. And then, so I was like, how far can I go? Then I got scared, man. I'm like pushing the limit.
Yeah.
And every stroke got colder, and colder. And I'm like, nope. I'm coming up. I feel like a kid. I couldn't fucking wait to get back on that ramp and get the fuck out of the ocean. I was like, all right, I'm good.
Just scuba diving in Hawaii.
What's for chow?
Being 30 feet down,
At 30 feet, you can feel the pressure pretty good.
So I never got scuba qualified, but I knew the physics of how to not kill yourself.
I did it outside of the military.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this guy had a spare respirator on his tank, and so I was cruising with him, and we were 30 feet down, and my ears just couldn't, and they're like, clear your head. And I tried, and I just couldn't clear my head. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just suck it up for 5 minutes. And eventually, after 5 minutes of that pain, you're like, fuck this.
You gotta be really careful.
And so I start coming up, and you feel your lungs, your whole chest cavity.
You have to breathe normally as you come up.
So I'm like, oh yeah, all the rules. So I just start yelling, and all the air starts coming out, and I'm keeping
pace. Breathe normal.
I'm just keeping pace with my bubbles. But it took forever to get up. Yeah. I'm looking at the surface of the water.
So that's the pinnacle of staying calm in a situation. Otherwise, you're dead, bro. You're fucking dead. Or you get the bends if you live through that. But you got to go really deep to get the bends. I've never been beyond. I don't think 40 feet for myself. And then for fun, dude, you think it's 20 or 30 feet? And I was in Jamaica and I was doing all this free swimming. I'm like, woo, I'm down there. I was like 40 feet. The guy's like, yeah, that's 20 feet. Yeah. Half of what you think it is. I'm like, yeah, I know.
That's what it said.
Yeah, I was kidding. You didn't hear me. My favorite statement of all time. That's what I said. You didn't hear me. 20 feet. I told you.
If you listen
when I speak. You don't listen. Dude, you're on a Jamaican island. He's like, yeah, well, I also went to MIT. This is my fucking scuba business. And I'm like,
well, let's stop talking.
Well, maybe you should listen better to your customers. That was the dumbest thing I ever said, I think.